immigration status may be significant. These potential revocation of your immigration status and or the ordering of your deportation. Because of the potentially severe consequences resulting from a conviction, you are entitled to an opportunity to discuss the facts of a conviction with an wishing to discuss the potential consequences of a conviction with an immigration attorney does not constitute an exercise of your right to counsel. You are not entitled to the appointment of an attorney solely to address potential immigration issues. You are here today on a 2-count complaint by the Kansas Highway Patrol alleging count 1, speeding, violation of Kansas Statute 8-1578 in a 65-mile-per-hour zone. That is an infraction in the state of Kansas. A person convicted of an infraction may be required to pay fines and court costs. Count 2 is failed to provide proof of liability insurance in violation of Kansas statute. Class B, non-person. Could be subject to a fine of up to $1,000 and a jail sentence of not more than 6 months in the I will tell you that violation of an insurance violation can carry a minimum fine. And I believe have options today regarding counsel or representation. Hire an attorney of your choosing and have the right to request court-appointed counsel. If that's how you want to proceed, out an application and a financial affidavit and provide it to the court before I must meet certain financial requirements to be eligible for. Third option is to waive your right. What that does is that gives the prosecutor, Mr. Gallego, opportunity to speak directly with you about these 2 charges and possibly come to some right to an attorney today. You always have the right to change your mind. As to this hearing, how would you like to proceed regarding representation? Are you wanting, you're pointing, for the record, you're pointing. So are you wanting to speak directly with Mr. Gallegos? All right, then if you are waiving your right to an attorney, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. First, is anyone threatening you to waive your right to an attorney? Is anyone promising you anything? Court finds that you have knowingly involved. Voluntary waiver. Off the record briefly. How far out are we looking to schedule?
Let me look at the calendar real quick, Your Honor. Let's shoot for March 5th, Your Honor. Nine AM should work.
Follow this with a second appearance on March the 5th, 2020. Something with Mr. Gallegos, there's a possibility you might not. Up, you need to notify.
Oh, Your Honor.
You're adjourned until March 5th, 2024 at 9 AM. Thank you.
It's legible because I can't read it.
Morning, Mr. Floyd. All right. Mr. Floyd, can you hear me?
Mr. Floyd, can you hear us? He's muted though. Like he just got off, so.
Kraft, if you would like to step forward. Want to bring a parent, that would be fine.
Sorry, Judge, I was switching devices. I'm here.
All right. I'm told that I'm cutting in and out today, so hopefully it's the mic and not me. So let me know if we get interrupted.
Okay. Yeah, I did a little bit on that first lady, but so far so good.
All right. All right. Kearny County District Court Case 2024 TR 17, State of Kansas versus Colin Lee Grubbs Craft. This is Kearny County District Court on January 23rd, 2024, first appearance docket. Mr. Craft, you're here today in person and your mother's with you. Prior to you coming and sitting in that chair, I went over the statement of rights to and of criminal defendants. Did you hear me read that? I need you to, if you would, please tell me yes or no into the microphone if I ask you a question, okay? Okay. Okay. Did you hear me read those rights? Understand those rights? Need me to go over any of them again? Okay. I understand, Mr. Floyd, you're here with Mr. Kraft today?
That's correct.
All right.
And the defense table looks like it's muted. If anybody wants to unmute that, just
Or no, his stays muted. He just needs to speak up into the mic.
okay.
So
Not a problem.
the vibe board or whatever that's called
Picks it all up.
picks it
Okay.
all up.
That's fine.
If you can, speak up whenever you say.
All right.
And move towards the.
Thanks, Shelby. Yep. Judge, we'll waive any other part of the formal first appearance today and just ask to set it out for a case management in about 30 to 45 days. I told Mr. Gallegos maybe 40-ish days. So I wanted to be true to that. I do have the discovery. Most of it's been coming in the last few days.
Any problem with using that March 5th date, or do we need to set it out a little farther?
No, that would be fine.
Are you in school? Do you want to set it at like 3:45, 4 o'clock, Mr. Floyd, or is that too late for you?
No, that's fine.
4 o'clock work?
Yes, it does, Judge. Collins, that
Right.
work for you? Yep.
Purpose, Mr. Kraft, is to avoid missing school if we can, okay? So we will set this matter for a second appearance to March 5th, 2024 at 4 p.m. Make sure that you keep in contact with your attorney. If addresses or phone numbers change, it's your responsibility to make sure Mr. Floyd can reach you. Do you understand? All right. Do you have any questions of the court? Very well. Mr. Floyd, do you have anything further?
I don't know if Kearny County was late to school today or not, or if he needs a note to say he was here.
Okay. If you need a note, the ladies in the clerk's office can accommodate. If you don't, it's a moot point. So, Mr. Gallegos, do you have anything further?
Mr. Floyd, do you waive your signature on a journal entry of first appearance saying that you guys waived formal and that we move the case to March 5th, 2024 at 4 p.m.?
I waive my signature.
Very well. If nothing further, we are adjourned until March 5th, 2024 at 4 p.m. Thank you for your appearances.
Shelby and Colin, I'll be in touch. I think that's my only one today with you guys.
We have a short day today, so it's a great day. So thank you for
Yeah.
your appearance, and we will see you next time.
Sounds
you.
great. Thanks, guys. See ya.
Mr. Kiesel, how are you? I think we're good. I don't have you on my docket, which is not a problem. We'll make it happen. Please do so. That would be great. Okay, yeah. If I would rather have that and not need it than need it and not have it. So go ahead and fill it out. Ma'am, what are you here for today?
One up. I believe we were.
Back to today's day. All right. I'm showing that for second appearance, are you telling me, first off, let me go formally on the record. Kearny County District Court Case 2023 TR 300,038, State of Kansas versus Felicia. You have already been here for a first appearance, so I've gone over your rights with you, correct?
That's correct.
Second appearance, Mr. Gallegos, do you have anything for the court?
Yes, Your Honor. After speaking with Ms. Rocha over what she can and cannot do, he's gonna be pleading guilty to count 1 and count 2. Count 1, there's gonna be a $60 fine, no underlying sentence. On count number 2, for the no proof of motor vehicle liability insurance, he'll be pleading guilty, and there's a $300 fine by statute. There's gonna be a 60-day underlying jail sentence suspended upon 6 months, no law violations / 6 months unsupervised. Court cost of $108, which brings it to a grand total of $468. Fines and fees to be paid within 6 months. And if she does have any bond, for that to be released, and advised of her rights to appeal and expunge, Your Honor.
Very well. Ms. Rocha, are you having any trouble hearing or understanding me today?
No,
You hear what the county attorney advised the court?
yes,
Is that accurate as to your recollection of what you've agreed to?
yes,
Couple of questions. Are you under the influence of any medical stressors in your life that would make you unable to
no,
threatening you,
no,
on promising you any what's been announced in the agreement?
yes,
Going to ask you a couple of questions here. As to count one of the complaint, illegal registration in violation of Kansas Statute 8-142, how do you wish to plead? Guilty?
guilty,
Secondly, as to count two, no proof of liability insurance in violation of Kansas Statute 40-31, how do you wish to plead? Guilty? Couple of quick questions. On or about the 29th of November, were you stopped by a Kearny County Sheriff's deputy while driving a key?
correct,
Time you were driving that car, did it have a current tag?
no, it did not,
Have insurance on that vehicle?
no,
Showing this occurred at Thelma Street and Santa Fe Trail Boulevard, which is near the Kearny County Hospital. Is that accurate? Court notes that that is within Kearny County, Kansas, and factual basis is accepted, and the court finds you guilty of counts 1 and count 2. Prior to sentencing, is there anything you'd like to tell the court in mitigation of?
no.
Nothing to say on your behalf, I guess is better.
Other than I have learned my lesson and I am now registered and do have insurance.
Very well, thank you. All right, the court will follow the agreement. You'll be fined $60 for count 1, or minimum $300 for count 2, and you'll be ordered to serve 60 days in the Kearny County Jail, suspended. Suspended means you do not have to serve that time if you complete the remainder of the agreement is that you have no law violations, basically an unsupervised probation for the next 6 months, that you pay all fines and fees within. In addition to the fines, the court orders you to pay the mandatory statutory court cost of $108 for the 468 county attorney has outlined. How long you have to pay it. Here's what I will tell you regarding some other things. You do have a right to appeal certain aspects of this conviction, and if you want to appeal anything regarding this, you must file a written appeal with the Kearny County Clerk's office within 14 days of today's date. If you let 14 days pass and you have not filed an appeal, you have waived your right to an appeal. Do you understand? Also have the right to seek an expungement. Expungement is a court process that removes this conviction from your record as if it never occurred.
Civilly. We only.
Usually expungements have a period of 3 years. They can vary depending on what type of offense is being expunged. Information on expungements can be found at the Kansas Judicial.
Understand?
Regarding anything we've done today.
No,
Gallegos, do you have anything further for today? If nothing further, we are adjourned as to this matter. Thank you for your appearance.
thank you.
I need to grab something before, and Mr. Kiesel, we'll deal with you in a minute. I need to grab some paperwork, and then do you have a doc?
Yeah. It is case number KE 2018 CR 3-5. It is a probation violation number 2.
Question for both of you here. Is this the case that you appeared
Yeah,
already gone through the first appearance?
This is a third PV. We saw him on 4/18/2023. Says he was gonna hire an attorney.
Same case, or do we have a new one?
same case. I haven't been in trouble here since.
Set it for June 6th.
Well, are you ready, Mr. Gay? Cecil, you're here today in Kearny County District Court Case 2018 CR 5 probation violation. For the record, this is Kearny County District Court on 1/23/2024. Judge Walters presiding. Mr. Kiesel, it's been a while since you were here, so I want to go over something with you that we probably went over, but I don't know that I have a record of it, so I'm going to go over it with you kind of like this is the first time. A motion has been filed alleging that you violated the terms and condition of your probation. And I think I read you that affidavit last time. I want to reiterate your rights today. You must be here on every court date. If you are on bond, you must continue to report to your probation officer. You have the right to a hearing in open court without unnecessary delay. State has the burden to prove you have violated your probation by a preponderance of the evidence. A preponderance of the evidence means that it is more likely true than not. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one may be appointed for you. If you are found guilty, you may have to pay part or all of the cost of the attorney. Some exceptions, you have the right to confront witnesses. You have a right to present witnesses on your own behalf. You have a right to testify, but no one can force you to testify. You have the right to appeal the court's finding and disposition. Do you understand each of these rights?
Sure.
All right. Prior hearing, you indicated that you wanted to hire your own attorney. Has anything changed?
Yeah, I can't afford that no more, so I just went ahead and filled out this application for a court
Your
appointed.
application complete?
Yes, sir.
Kiesel, did you fill this out on your own?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna ask you to raise your right hand. I'm gonna swear you to its accuracy. You do solemnly swear that the information contained in this document is true and accurate, so help you God.
I do.
Affidavit part. Mr. Gagos, do you, double checking, the bids fee is applicable even for a P? All right. Kiesel, I'll find that you are indigent. I will appoint the public defender to represent you, the public defender being Steve Cott. You also will be ordered to pay the bids application fee of $100, which is a statutory fee. That will be added to anything if you are adjudicated or found guilty. At a future date for,
Is there any way that you guys have Steve Koch's number so I can get a hold of him after I get out of here?
I should. I will tell you that Mr. Cott may not know about this appointment for a couple of days while the paperwork.
Yeah, that's okay. I could just he'd been my lawyer here before, so I could just talk to him what's going on. He would get the idea.
What date are we looking at? Not here for a future date that you,
Or, this is a PV on a felony. Thinking of just setting this in front of Judge Farrow. Having the CSO come in. Having a hearing on that date. If he still wishes to plead, he can plead. If not, then I'm just gonna proceed with it.
I'm not opposed to that. What I've been informed in the past is that for us to set to the motion day in front of the judge, we need to know that it's going to be in a file. I'm willing to do that if that works for you. Guess what I'm saying is Judge Farrow is, the motion day is for the dispositions primarily rather than the,
I understand that too. I'm just,
I don't want to set for a motion day and have Mr. Cott come in and say, we need.
repeating the court service officer and having her ready to testify.
She planned on coming. She told me to give her my next court date after today. I just checked in with her yesterday.
Let me see when's. Not here. 13th and on. February.
Go the 13th.
13th, we can do 13th.
Going to set a date and time. Now, if Mr. Cott has a conflict, he knows how to get with the court. I will give you his number, and it's incumbent upon you to maintain contact with him, okay?
Okay.
Phone number, new address, new job, you need to let him know.
Yes, sir.
Here at 1:30.
Go 1:45, he's good about working things in or telling us he needs to move them. Fourteenth is the motion day, so I want to avoid.
Do 1:45, Your Honor. Offered, but it's not showing up. Yeah, we could do 1:45.
Got Kennington for Crawford.
Oh, do you, for Cynthia Crawford? Just do 1:45 and we'll figure it out. But then again, I think he's here for Monica's.
All right, he'll know how to arrange. Cecil, I've set your next appearance for February 13th, 2024 at 1:45 PM. Cott, unless Mr. Cott tells you he's changed. Questions about
Yes, sir.
Gallegos, do you have anything further on today's matter?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing further. We are adjourned as to this matter. You'll step up here, Mr. Kiesel. That is your attorney's information and your court date. Thank you. On our 10 a.m.s with Mr. Ryan, I was under the impression Mr. Anopchuk was doing a
He's gonna be pleading guilty to count 1.
I'm correct, Mr. Sanabria Neela still needs that first.
And I was thinking about this. They're asking us to give them a paper so that we can.
Well, that's a good question.